as far as I knew, I was being incompliant with my program, Right On programs. You know, when I would ask to leave town, they would give me permission to leave town. So that's all that I knew that was coming to me. I wasn't expecting any special treatment, aside from the understanding that I have to provide for myself. I have to work, and my schedule, unfortunately, is very different. And they were willing to work with me on that. That was the only kind of special treatment that, if anything, they would give me, is trying to kind of balance their schedules with mine, which I really appreciated. Having said that, I did do everything that I was told to do and did the best I could to, balance jobs and showing up. I'm sorry. Give me 2 seconds.
Absolutely.
In terms of going more than once in a week, some people, I know that I was ordered to go once a week, and it wasn't, I wasn't missing the classes just to hang out or do anything like that. I was working mostly in Morocco, the trip. I was working with children. It wasn't a vacation. It wasn't some sort of a joke. And I respect her where I've been taking it seriously. And I appreciate that Right On Programs has done so much to help me finish early, because I wanted to make sure that I would come back here making you happy and the court system, and show that I meant everything I put into it. And going more than once in a week, I would try to do that only because I knew I had to work the next week. I figured, and as far as I knew, they were okay with this, and it was still in compliance, that if I did 3 in a week or 2 in a week, then it would make up for the fact that if I had to work the next week, then that's why I wouldn't be there, because I've already done them now. So I thought, as far as I knew, that was in compliance. Had I not known, had I been, taken aside and told that in detail, then that would have been a different story. I'm not taking this as a joke. It's my life, and it's my career, and something I've worked for my entire life. And I've learned from my experiences. I take responsibility for my actions, and I've tried to do the best I can in the past few weeks since I was here last, which is the only time I've been, present in front of a judge in any of my situations in terms of this specific case. It's the only time I've actually, and honestly, it did wake me up. Yes, of course it scared me. And it also confused me, because I think that it was okay that I missed those classes. I felt, and I didn't, had I known differently, again, like I said, I would have taken it, I would have made sure that I was in town each week, and I would have balanced my work around that, because I'd rather, be working in the long run, after all, than dealing with this kind of thing for the rest of my life. I guess that's, really all I had to say. It's just been such a long haul, and I don't want you to think that I don't respect you and your terms, because I really did think that I was doing what I was supposed to do, and I mean that with all my heart.
All right, thank you very much. She would have complied. It's like somebody who cheats doesn't think it's cheating unless they get caught, because she knew it. The program told her. I'm sure you told her. And she had been here the time before. When it was once a week, it was once a week. And once she knew that, and because the program let her have some leeway, she thought it was okay. The court just doesn't buy that at this time. First of all, the order revoking probation is set aside. Probation is reinstated as modified. Probation is converted from summary probation to formal probation. Defendant is ordered to spend 30 days in jail on the reckless driving case, 30 days in jail on the first DUI case consecutive, and 30 days in jail on the second DUI case consecutive. That's 90 days in jail. The court is also going to order Dr. Sharma, or appoint Dr. Sharma and Malinak, Kajal Sharma and Hai Malinak, to interview the defendant, because within 2 days of her release from jail, She's ordered to report to probation, and she's ordered to do a 90-day inpatient substance abuse program. And I want Dr. Sharma and Malinak to indicate to the court and write a report to the program, as to probation, as to the type of program that would best benefit her. I also want the doctor to interview her and determine if drinking alcohol and the prescription drug medications she's taking will cause her injury and compromise her health and safety. The court is also going to order that the original order of the conditions of bail, that she not drink any alcohol, will remain as now a condition of probation. I see that the prior judge, although I'm sure it was an oversight, did not order two other conditions that are almost always given on this type of case, and I'm going to order them now. Just a moment. Could I see a probation sheet for DUI with number 7 and 8? No. Defendant is ordered not to drive any vehicle with any measurable amount of alcohol or drugs in her blood, or refuse to take and complete any blood alcohol, drug, chemical test, field sobriety test, preliminary alcohol screening test, when requested by any peace officer. She's not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license and insurance in her possession. She's also ordered not to drink any alcohol. She's to abstain from the use of all alcoholic beverages. And she, as I indicated, is ordered to report to the Santa Monica Probation Office at 1725 South Main Street within 2 days of her release from custody. And the court is also going to order that when she's released, she is to, I was going to have her surrender today.
Can we give her time to come back to surrender?
Well, the scram bracelet will remain on until she surrenders. Do you understand and accept the terms and conditions of your probation?
Yes.
All right, that's the order. When are you asking for surrender date?
Would Your Honor give us 2 weeks?
All right, that would be surrender in this court, July 20th at 8:30. And the scram bracelet will be on until that date. And if the gentleman can come here that needs to remove the scram bracelet, it can be removed when she's surrendered.
Is the court now willing to consider the removal of the scram bracelet and her, we can provide blood
No,
every day between
no.
now and July 20th?
It's only 2 more weeks. There was an issue about the scram, and I took it off the calendar for probation violation because I said it was a condition of her bail at this time, because I've ordered no alcohol. It's a condition until she surrenders that it has to remain. That's the only way I know if she's drinking any alcohol or not. No, as I indicated previously, if you have your last drink at midnight, by 4 in the morning, it's gone. So it wouldn't show me anything. The scram bracelet stays on.
I don't
know. How much time did she do in custody previously?
4 days. I'd have to confirm that. I wasn't the original.
And what?
She was sentenced to 96 hours, I believe. I don't know how much time she served.
I don't know, 96 hours, does that count for 2 days? I guess that's 3 days? Is that 4 days? Well, she'll be given credit for the 96 hours, let me just see. Yeah, there it is, 4 days, yes?
I think on the pursuant to Vehicle Code Section 23580, she did the community service in lieu of 48 hours of the mandatory 96 hours of county jail time.
You don't get credit for community service in jail, although
In this
I
case,
think she did at least do a book and release. How long was she in custody?
correct, because it was not 96 hours that she was in custody.
So she did community service and said
She
she was
did
in
10
custody,
days.
what, one day?
Well,
In lieu of she did 10 days in lieu of the 48 hours of the mandatory 96 hours of jail time.
I don't think that that's true. The minute order is unclear.
I'll
but I
tell you
don't
what we'll
believe
do.
that's
When
true.
she comes in to surrender on July 20th, we can take care of that. Check into it. Okay. That's your. And the other matter that you were talking about, we'll just, right now, it will remain terminated until the council that was on that case and